14th edition of the UFC on Fox takes the promotion back to Sweden, the home of Alexander Gustafsson. The Mauler is set to return to the octagon after a knee injury caused him to miss out on a rematch with champion Jon Jones. He has a big chance to stay afloat in the 205-pound division, where he takes on Anthony Johnson, who has a new lease on life after moving to the light heavyweight. Two more light heavyweights will make it on the main card, along with bouts from the middleweight and featherweight divisions. Alexander Gustafsson versus Anthony Johnson. Gustafsson is 16-2 and narrowly lost to Jones last year. Then he lost his father, but he bounced back to defeat Jimmy Manua in March. The fight with Jones showed Gustafsson that he could compete with the best in the world, and his striking and movement has improved tenfold since he got into the UFC. Johnson at 18-4 has always had trouble with his weight, but he seems to have found a home at 205 pounds, and a knockout of Antonio Nogueira was his 8th win in a row. Both of these men love to swing and have plenty of knockout power, so it would be a surprise if this lasted all 25 minutes. Gustafsson is a perfect 5-0 with 4 knockouts in his native country. In Dan Henderson vs Gerard Mousasi, Henderson comes in at 30-12, and he might be fighting for his UFC contract and his MMA career after 4 losses in 5 matches, although he has lost to the likes of Lyoto Machida, Rashad Evans, Victor Belfort, and Daniel Cormier. He is hoping that a move to 185 pounds will further his career, but at 44, Henderson's biggest opponent is Father Time. Mousasi, at 35-5-2, has lost 2 of his last 3 since going back to middleweight, and while he isn't in dire trouble like Henderson, a win would be excellent for his chances to move up in the ranks. Henderson and Mousasi have both won plenty of titles everywhere but in the UFC. This is probably their final chance to compete for one, especially Henderson. In Phil Davis vs Ryan Bader, Davis comes in at 13-2 with 1 NC. He was thumped by Johnson, but bounced back to defeat Glover Teixeira to get back in the race at 205 pounds. He will take on Bader, who has won 3 in a row since losing to Teixeira. In this match will be a battle of 2 accomplished wrestlers who have worked on their striking and do possess knockout power, but their bread and butter comes on the mat. A win would put one of these men firmly in the top 5 of arguably the toughest division in the UFC. In Akira Khorasani vs Sam Cecilia, the featherweight division, Khorasani is 12-5 with 1 NC. He needs a win after 2 straight knockout losses, while Cecilia at 13-5 has dropped 4 of his last 6, so both of these men should come in with plenty of fire. Both fighters are pretty well rounded, so this fight could end up all over the octagon. The 145-pound division is wide open after champion Jose Aldo, and any type of win will help. Khorasani hails from Sweden, so the crowd should be on his side, but Cecilia has fought in Japan and Brazil, so the hostile environment shouldn't be an issue with this fighter.